Well, the U.S. Department of Agriculture recently cutting more than $8 million in federal funding, impacting 501c3 nonprofits like the Food Bank of Northern Nevada. News source Anthony Ramos took a trip to the food bank to learn more about some of those impacts.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture recently announcing more than $8 million in federal funding cuts, leaving food banks across the nation, including here in Nevada, to pick up the pieces.
We are looking at a little over 3 million pounds of reduction in our next year's funding stream in food resources.
The Food Bank of Northern Nevada relies on funding from the Local Food Purchase Assistance Cooperative Agreement Program. That's a program allowing the Nevada Department of Agriculture to use USDA funding to source fresh food. The food bank also relies on supplies from the Emergency Food Assistance Program. Both of these programs have had their funding impacted. Jocelyn Landtrip is the Director of Marketing for the Food Bank of Northern Nevada.
Currently, we had about 350,000 pounds that was on order to be delivered from April through August, and that funding has been paused, and that was a load, several loads of meat, dairy, and eggs. And so we are not receiving that food.
Food from the bank goes towards improving food insecurity across the state, as they serve around 160,000 Northern Nevadans each month.
We've seen jumps in food insecurity over the last few years.
While federal cuts to funding are already in the works, Landtrip says 53% of their funding comes from the community, an effort that makes a big difference in the fight against hunger.
Food insecurity affects more people than they realize. It is a hidden problem in many places.
In Reno, I'm Anthony Ramos reporting.